So let's speak about the Sixth Amendment, the right to due process of law.
Yes.
All right? Now, the right to due process of law says that ICE cannot just grab an innocent man. Whether you're legal or illegal, ICE cannot grab an innocent man. Now, who is the innocent man? Well, the person who has not been deported and returned, the person who has no warrant, the person who has not been deported and not leave.
Right.
So we already discussed those three categories. So if you're not in those three categories, as out of status as you might be and as illegal as you might be, you're an innocent man.
Yes.
ICE cannot grab you and process you without sending you, without giving you your due process right under the Sixth Amendment.
Yes. Which means, therefore, that they're going to have to put you before the judge.
Yes.
Which means, therefore, also that they would have to serve you with a document we call the NTA, the Notice to Appear.
Right.
And with that document, you have the right, even though, and I wanted to point this out, that I'm not sure if they have started. I know it has been in the main for some time, that unrepresented persons, I think there were talk of unrepresented person being represented lawfully. I'm not sure if that has come into the main as yet.
Not to my knowledge.
But irrespective, it means therefore that you have to go before a judge. And it is at this time where you, with a reputable attorney, they will assess your case and they will say, okay, let us look at what remedy we can put before the judge. Now, you know PD.
Yes. Prosecutorial discretion.
Prosecutorial discretion.
Right. Right.
Okay. I've done PDs.
So have I. Yes.
And many times it comes out to the benefit of the person who has picked up.
You know, it's funny you say that, because there are times when, and this is going to sound strange, and I'm saying it without apology, that there are times when I would recommend that a person face the judge. Because, tell us why you do that.
Because here it is, you are running around all this time without any sort of remedy.
And you're afraid. And being hyped.
Yes, but the mere fact that you are now before the judge, you can lay out your case. We look at the remedies as attorneys, what remedies we can advance to the judge, and 9 times out of 10.
You know, it's so funny that you say that, because I always tell this story. Think of it that, and I would tell this to females.
Yes.
Think of it that there's a young, honest, decent man in love with you.
Yes.
And he can provide for you. He can give you a small home.
Mm-hmm.
He loves you. Think of a gangster that also loves you.
Mm.
No one fears the honest, loving gentleman.
Yes.
Everyone fears the gangster.
Yes.
Now, if the gangster took you away and took care of you, you might not love him, but no one can ever hurt you.
True.
So I say that to say this: the very thing that these individuals running around fear, which is to go before the judge, will be the very thing protecting them at the end.
Yes. Yes.
So it is not important that you fall for the hype. In fact, it is completely unnecessary that you fall for the hype.
True.
It is unnecessary that you make these false claims by going into people's offices that are just doing a conveyor belt of false claim to end up in front of a judge where you cannot defend that claim.
True.
And end up being advised wrongly to go get married, to go get a waiver, to go back home where you're not supposed to go in the first place because you already filed a claim.
That's it. So that's where, and I'm not sure if the audience, the listeners are following us, because once you file the claim, there's stuff in that application that you are technically going to be dishonest about.
And you're binding yourself to it.
Right, so you're technically committing fraud.
You are. You are. Well, fraud is being committed on your behalf by an individual, and you're unsuspecting of that fraud.
But you would be signing.
You signed it, so you accepted it.
Yes.
So can I go into court and say, Your Honor, I did not prepare this form? What's the judge going to say if I said
you signed it?
I signed it. And once you sign it, it's you.
It's you.
It's you.
You acknowledge what the content of the form is saying.
So the whole concept about falling for these hypes getting yourself involved in these fake asylum claims, getting yourself involved in these fake marriages, there's only one conclusion I can draw. You are paying someone to harm you,
Yes,
to get you deported.
deported.